The biggest challenge for cities right now is clearly financial. Given the economic downturn, cities are looking for ways to cut costs. The City of Palo Alto, through the use of the Hara system and our energy efficiency measures, have saved $600,000 per year in energy, natural gas, and liquid fuel use. So the City of Palo Alto had three key sustainability goals. The first was reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. The second was to reduce our costs for our energy expenditures. And the third was to enhance the Palo Alto brand as a center for green tech innovation. The city has 1,000 employees, 600 vehicles, and 600 meters for electricity, natural gas, and water. And we use Hara to track those emissions as well as our purchases, such as paper and electronics, and our solid waste. We have been reporting our greenhouse gas emissions for the city operations since 2005. And in 2007, we were overwhelmed by spreadsheets, inconsistent reporting, and we felt as though we needed an enterprise-wide system for doing our greenhouse gas accounting as well as our energy management. So in April of 2009, we began using Hara, and that has allowed us to track our energy as well as our emissions much more comprehensively than we could using a spreadsheet approach. The first lesson that we learned was that the greatest challenge was organizational, not technical. It was finding an appropriate approach to ensure that all the business units were contributing to the greenhouse gas emissions inventory. One of the first surprises was when we went through and allocated each of the meters to the business units. We found that we had inappropriately allocated energy use to one department when actually it should have been allocated to another department. So the implementation of Hara allowed us to really ensure that energy use within the city was appropriately allocated from both a budgetary standpoint as well as from a greenhouse gas emission standpoint. Well, we have now fully integrated Hara within the city operations. And what we're looking for is moving that approach out to the community. Because the City of Palo Alto has its own utility, we have approximately 60,000 meters in the community that we would like to bring into the system so that all of our businesses and residents can monitor their greenhouse gas emissions and their energy use through an online system as opposed to simply looking at their monthly bills. In terms of reducing our greenhouse gas emissions, we had a goal of a 5% reduction in 2009 from our baseline of 2005. And through Hara, we were able to achieve a 10% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. At the same time, we were able to cut our energy costs by over $600,000, or 12% of our total energy budget.